Dash Realty. Today I'm going to show you how to create a template in ZipForms. So let's start. So let's say you are in your ZipForm account. You go to, this is your dashboard. Then you go to the tab says template, forms and checklist. Here is the screen. I have all those templates here. We're going to create new one. So create new purchase offer. Let's do it the buyer side, and you put the template name. I would say single family home. All right, of course, residential. I usually say do not automatically apply, because then I'll show you why I'm doing this, but you can choose any of those. Okay, and go from there. Here is your dashboard. You click all forms. I always use TAR forms. Go in the TAR form. We need 1-2 family contract. Then we have third-party financing, and most homes does have HOA. So we do homeowner association. Property subject to a mandatory. All right. So let's start. Click on the 1-2 family contract, open it. And here first is the seller name, then the buyer names. We usually put it empty for now, and then depend on the property, you put the lot number, block number, county, city, and the address. And then most of the deals we do does not exclude anything, but if is anything excluded, like a shade or any furniture which is built in, but they want to take it with them, like a bookshelf, you can put it here. Anyway, within the template, we've left it empty. Okay. Now, paragraph number 3 about sales price, again, is going to stay blank. But however, I'm going to just go ahead and click third-party financing, because 90% of the transaction does have on financing. So we're going to move forward to paragraph 4, lease. We're going to leave it empty, just because we don't know what kind of transactions we're going to work on it. And I usually have pre-filled out my preferred tile company, but again, this is all blank, and it's all depend on the situation. Okay, case by case basis. Usually I put 1% of the earnest money, and then option money is all negotiable, but I usually put $200. And then we go to the usually we don't have, I don't put additional earnest money, so I always have pre-filled NA. When I pay, my buyer pay $200 for the option money, I try to get at least 7 days. So I have this pre-filled. Again, it's case by case basis. Since we're doing a sales contract for the buyer, I'm going to check furnished to buyers at the seller expense. And then I always recommend my clients to get the additional coverage for the survey. And since it's optional, so it's always a buyer expense, but again, it's all negotiable. Survey, most of the listing does have the survey. So I have this pre-check this one. I insert 2 days. And if this survey is not acceptable, I always put on the seller side to begin with, because most of the time survey are acceptable. And if it's not, usually there is something like a seller bill, like a patio or a pool that the lender or the title company asks for the new survey, okay? And we move forward, keep going. Usually I put this blank, it's totally up to you. And then we go to paragraph E2 about the member in property owner association. This is Austin. In Austin, most of the home does have the HOA, so I usually mark this one, the property is HOA, but this is just a template. You can always change it. Notices, if there is an or notices, you have to fill this blank. I'm gonna leave as is for now. I try to get the seller disclosure before we submit an offer, so I usually check box the buyer has received the notice, because most of the time the listing agent have the seller disclosure in the listing. Okay. And again, buyer by as is. This is a template. If your situation is different, you can check box number 2. Keep scrolling. This is the home warranty. Highly recommend to get the home warranty always. If you representing the buyer, currently it's at $650. Is you can get a very good home warranty. And go to the disclosure. This is very important. If you're representing your in-laws, your spouse, your children, your sister, your brothers, you must disclose this in this paragraph. Or if you're buying the property with someone else as a partner, you must mention your relationship here, that, for example, buyer is also hold Texas real estate license. Next is the closing date. We're going to keep it blank because it depends on the transaction. Keep moving. Usually upon closing and funding, so I will check past this. But if you guys doing a temporary residential lease, then we will check box the different one. But since it's a template, most of the time is upon closing and funding. We go, we keep it as closing and funding. Now, special provision as a real estate broker, I sponsor so many agents, and I ask all my agents, please keep this blank. In very few cases, you might need to fill something out, but Texas Real Estate Association, TAR, always have so many addendums for us that we really don't need to fill this one. But if you do, please consult your broker before writing anything. This is the paragraph where you can ask the money for your buyer towards the closing cost. Again, it depends on the situation. I'll keep it blank for now, but in these days, I noticed buyers are asking toward the closing cost in Austin so they can lower their interest rate. Keep scrolling down. And this is the place where you put your buyer email address here. If you have 2 buyers, you put second email address here, and always have your email right here. Never have only your email. Always have your buyer's email, because if you just have your email, it will be your responsibility for all the communication, and we don't want that. We'll just share the emails with the title company. And this is the paragraph where you can check the box, which is apply. I'm going to check box third-party financing addendum, which is very common. HOA addendum, which is very common. And then if you have anything else, for example, if you have this addendum concerning right to terminate due to lender appraisal, for the appraisal, we have this. We used to submit this with all the offers when the market was very hot. If there is a temporary buyer lease, seller lease, you can always check those boxes. And if you're asking the seller to convey any of the non-realtor items, you must submit the non-realty addendum, and you click this box and you can put non-realty addendum. Okay, since it's a template, so I'm going to just remove it for now and uncheck this. And it's a template, so it's case by case basis. Okay, we're almost done. We are coming to the last page. If you're a buyer's site, always fill this portion. Dash Realty. And the Dash Realty broker license 601-438. Sorry. 601-438. And always buyer has the buyer agent. Here is your name. I'm going to put my name for now. And then my license number 580514. And if you're working with a team name, here goes your email address, phone number. If you have a licensed supervisor associate, you can put the name here, their license number, your broker office address. If you are Dash Realty agent and you are not in Austin, you're in Dallas or Houston or San Antonio, you can always put the Austin address, okay? Our main office number is 512-222-3406, City, Austin. Zip code 78750. Sorry, 78. This is a template, but I'm keep missing 17. 78750. Okay, so this is a template. I always encourage all the agents that you must fill out the other broker information here. Okay, always is helpful for them. And the another thing I want to mention here, if you are doing an intermediary where the listing agent also the Dash Realty agent, then you don't need to fill out this portion as a buyer agent. You need to completely fill out this page. Listing associate name goes here, and then if you scroll down, your name will come here as a selling agent. So if an intermediary transaction, you can just fill out this page and use the seller and the buyer has an intermediary. Simple. If there is no intermediary, then of course you need to fill this out and the seller agent will put here seller has only seller's agent. Okay. So that's about it. We're almost done. Last thing here, recently track changed this paragraph. You can put the dollar amount or the percentage amount, whatever the percentage is offering in the MLS. So for now, I'm going to just put offering, but whatever the percentage or dollar amount offering, you can just write it down here. 2%, 3%, 5%, was a flat fee, you know, $5,000. Okay, whatever, just put it here. And then, you know, once you drop their option money and the earnest money, title company will fill this page, so we don't have to worry about it. We are done with our first template. I'm going to click save. Say save, and we go back here in the template. This is all the template we have, and this is the one we just did it. Okay, I hope this is very helpful for you. If not, feel free to give me a call at 512-222-3585. Ali Tukdi at Dash Realty. Thanks for watching this video.